You know, they say the greatest way to predict the future is to create it. And the question becomes, what are you doing now to prepare for the future? I'm a living witness that people don't plan to fail, they just fail to plan. And we've got to really be planners and innovators, movers and shakers and history makers and record breakers and disruptors if we are going to go where we've never gone before and do what it is that we've never done before. And this is why today I want to talk about why your intelligence isn't artificial. Yeah, I want to talk about AI, talk about artificial intelligence, and really use as a substratum AI graduated. You know, I was looking at some information and it came upon a midnight clear according to the Brookings Institute. They say 50 out of every 100 blue collar jobs will be replaced by AI. And this is at least by 2050. It seems as if that is already happening, that we're already in the throes of it. And question is, what apps are you using that on your phone that are AI driven? You know, a lot of people got Chat GPT. Do you have it? I don't have it yet. I still haven't got Chat GPT yet. Maybe I'm missing out on something. Am I missing out? Somebody tell me something. I don't know. But we're also seeing that it's projected that even the median income by 2050 for Black people will be $0, not solely due to race, but the fact is that you and I, they are projecting and predicting that we will be replaced by artificial intelligence technology. And like I said, the question is, what do we do now to prepare for the future? The future belongs to those who are going to plan and prepare for it. I've said this before and I'll say it again. If you don't evolve, you won't be involved. What are you going to do to move the needle forward in your industry? What are you going to do to move the needle forward in whatever it is that you're trying to go? What are you going to do to move the needle forward and to innovate so that you and your team and your crew and your children and your family can elevate? As we see the integration of artificial intelligence, it has itself, it has immersed itself, it has accelerated itself in every specific aspect of life. The unprecedented pace is is off the charts. It's transforming the internet searches. It's transforming how we use the regular apps of Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. It's transforming how we use TikTok. It's transforming how it is that we navigate through life. It's transforming how people do their work, how people write books, how people do projects, how people develop software. It's transforming every specific aspect. And it has done that exceedingly and expediently in just less than 2 years. Here's some research. According to Forbes, Forbes mentioned this, that 66% of people already use AI regularly. 378 million people are already using AI tools. And here's the thing, that's an increase of 116 million people from just the previous year. It's 64 million higher than the previous year. It's experiencing one of the largest jumps that we've already ever seen. 78% of organizations are already using AI. That's up from a That's up 55% from previous years, according to Stanford University. 90% of hospitals use AI for diagnosis and AI for monitoring. 92% of students use AI. 51% of marketers already use AI. Many of the people who are posting on social media in their captions, it's AI. Come on now. People are now even putting in the comments, I can tell you used AI. You see it when you're looking at people's photos and whatever it is that they're posting. AI has immersed itself in every specific facet and asset of life. However, 76% of experts believe that the benefits outweigh the risk. We talk about all the risk. We can hear about all the risk. We look at the misinformation that has reportedly increased. We can look at all the incidents that have taken place based upon AI. But most people still believe that the benefits outweigh the risk and the harm. 35% of parents discuss AI with kids. And I think that's important because our children need to know what are the risks, what are also the benefits. And then we also need to make sure that we are monitoring their usage. Parental controls is important. 50% of white collar jobs are going to be lost to AI. Women are going to oftentimes be disproportionately displaced at a three times the clip, 3 times the rate. Women are more likely to be displaced by AI. When you automatically already think about the economic disparities between men and women, when you automatically think about the pay gap between men and women, much more now is projected that women are going to be displaced due to AI. And when we think about AI, that being artificial intelligence, I want to remind you that there is nothing artificial about your intelligence. Despite ChatGPT, despite all of the apps, despite all of the resources and references, nothing can really outweigh, outsource, and even outbeat the power of your mentality. The greatest computer ever created is right between your ears. Computers, software, AI is trying to mimic human thought. That's why it's classified as artificial. You're not artificial, you are resourceful. In the midst of AI, you have RI, which is resourceful intelligence. And so here's what you have to know. You have to know your ROI. You have to understand that there is something great about you being a resource. What is your return on your investment? What are you doing to reclaim our identity? That's real ROI. That's real ROI in the midst of AI. What are you doing to reclaim our identity? The identity of our children, the identity of our community, the identity of our church and our organizations, the identity of who it is that we are. There's nothing artificial about your intelligence. You got to place a premium on it. What are you doing to nurture your intelligence? What books are you reading? What podcasts other than mine are you listening to? Who are you allowing to speak life into your own life? What are you doing to nurture your mind? What are you doing to take care of your mental health? Because here's the thing. If you do not make your thinking a preeminent aspect to how it is that you move through life, through the ebb and flow, what is resourceful will eventually become artificial. It's like if you don't use particular muscles in your body, they're going to atrophy. Don't allow your intelligence to atrophy simply because you don't use it. Don't allow other people to put you into a particular box because they say, oh, your vocabulary is too verbose. Or because, oh, you're such a big thinker. Or you're such a crazy thinker. Here's the thing I realized. First, they call you crazy. Then they call you for advice. There's nothing artificial about your intelligence. Stop allowing people to put you into a particular predicament of imposter syndrome. Stop allowing stinking thinking to keep you sulking and sinking. Stretch your mentality. Think bigger than ever before. No need for you to have a smartphone, but make dumb decisions. No need for your phone to have more of an upgrade than your mind gets one. Each and every single day, you got to upgrade yourself. And you upgrade yourself by graduating from one level to the next. To say, here it is, AI graduated. Yeah, in the midst of AI, in the midst of artificial intelligence. Yeah, in the midst of all of that is going on, in the midst of artificial intelligence, the real AI is this. You're saying AI graduated. AI graduated out of doubt. When people didn't think you were going to make it, you persevered through the storm and the rain, the trial and the pain. Yeah, folks try to rain on your parade, but you learned how to dance in the rain. I graduated to another level in my own particular life. When it is that people made you feel bad for your divorce or the bad relationships that you found yourself in, the toxic situations and the predicaments, but now you moved into a particular place of self-love. You ingratiated who it is that you are, understanding that nobody can beat you being you. Love doesn't begin or end with them. Love starts with you. I graduated. I graduated because the greatest relationship is not necessarily with anybody else. It's first and foremost with myself. And when I love me, I now become a magnet for the love that I know values me. When it is that you have moved from a particular place to say, I'm not saying yes when I want to say no. I'm not making any apologies for my greatness. I'm not making any apologies for the standards that I'm standing on. These are my boundaries. You can't punk me out of it. I graduated. That has to be the tenor. That has to be the theme. Simply because you are a particular individual who overcomes obstacles. And you won't allow anybody to put an attack on your intelligence. Nothing's artificial about your intelligence. Look at how you made it through. Look at how you've overcome obstacles and storm and rain and trials and pain. People thought you died, but you didn't die. You multiplied. I graduated. That's the real AI right there. You're an academic innovator. You're an achieving innovator. You achieve based upon your particular intelligence. That's the real AI right there. When you understand who it is that you are a forward thinker, that you are a mover, that you are a shaker, that you are an innovator, that you are a disruptor. You're not afraid of any app. You're not afraid of technological advancements. You're not afraid of innovations in technology. Why? Because you innovate your psychology. You innovate your intellectuality. You innovate spiritually. You innovate socially and emotionally and relationally. You've tapped into your relational intelligence. You've tapped into your emotional intelligence. There's nothing artificial about you. And there's nothing artificial about the intelligence that God gave you. It's time for you to graduate to another level. Time for you to turn your tassel. It's time for you to walk across your stage and tell every hater to put some respect on your name. Family, it's important for us to know our no. I want you to get my book, How to Build Healthy Boundaries in Love Without Losing Yourself. It's such a riveting read. And I know you're going to grow through every particular page and chapter. You owe it to you to tell yourself yes and to tell other people no. Yeah, that inhibits your growth. It's a thumbs up. It's 2 thumbs up. I guarantee it as you read it. How to Build Healthy Boundaries and Love Without Losing Yourself is available right now on Amazon. You can also get signed copies at my website, EddieConnor.com. EddieConnor.com, EddieConnor.com. Go ahead and get the book. Get signed copies, as I said before, on my website, EddieConnor.com. And, I got to read you a little something, something. Can I do that? Yeah. I got to read you a little something, something. Here's the thing. It says there's nothing wrong with desiring better, but envious people desire what others have and feel less for not having it. When you compare yourself with other people, you are not wise. Stop envying other people's journey and progress. You will never understand the totality of what they endured to become who they are. You see their harvest, but you didn't see the seeds they planted to produce it. People see you as a bamboo tree, but they didn't realize that there were 5 years of no growth above ground. All along, your roots were growing below the ground. You were experiencing gravitropic growth before everyone witnessed your phototropic ascension. People never saw you growing in the dark. They only see what happens in the light. But real growth is developed in dark times. Are you willing to grow in the dark before you leap in the light? Are you willing to put in the sweat equity before people applaud your success? That's the question. And here it is. That is also the quest. And it goes back to the question that I asked you in the beginning. What are you doing now to prepare for the future? You got to see it before you see it so that you can seize it and soar as a result of it. Speaking of soaring, I want you to join my Eagles community. I want you to do that. Yeah, it's my Eagles community where I encourage you, where I empower you to soar into greater success and purpose. There's something that is great on the inside of you that needs to be nurtured. There's a gift in you that needs to grow. There's a giant in you that needs to stand firm and that needs to stand stronger now than ever before. And I would encourage you to join an amazing community. If you really want to elevate your leadership, if you really want to build healthier boundaries unapologetically, I want you to join my Eagles community. I want you to join my Eagles Academy. You'll get coaching, you'll get content, you'll get courageous conversation, and you'll get the community that's going to nurture your growth. I don't want you to miss my weekly sessions. And you say, well, where do I go to join? I'm so glad that you asked. Enroll now, join now, simply by going to theeaglesacademy.com. Theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form. I guarantee you will be transformed. Soar with us at theeaglesacademy.com. I'm repping it. I want you to be a part of it. Family, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I know that this resonated with you. At least I hope so. And all my previous episodes as well. I want you to go back and check it out. Hit the replay button. Just let it just play all day as I speak life into your life. Hit the like button, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well. I've been growing your greatness. Help me to grow our channel for change, our channel that creates change, our channel that creates change, our channel that breaks chains. It's yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand, your brother. And I mean that from another mother. Family has been fun, but you know, brother, got to run. So I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy. Yes, it has been beyond measure, but I want you to remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, brighter, peace, and a whole lot of love. Keep soaring higher. I want you to go ahead and get your hands on my new book, Know Your No. It's all about how to build healthy boundaries and love without losing yourself. Boundaries are not limitations. Boundaries are for liberation. You're going to find a way to unbox yourself. You're going to find a way to really love yourself and to move into a place of emotional regulation, to stand your ground, to draw a line in the sand, stand 10 toes down on it. Don't do the electric slide, don't moonwalk away from it, but really stand wholeheartedly down on what it is that you say. It's for your protection, it's for your self-care. Moves you into a greater place of self-awareness and emotional regulation, and developing your mental health and creating boundaries so that you can abound to a new and a greater level. Go right now to get a signed copy at EddieConnor.com. EddieConnor.com. And then, of course, you can also get it on Amazon. Go and get the book right now.